to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the movie Gemini Man. Now this is an action thriller film directed by Ann Lee and stars Will Smith, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Clive Owen, and also Benedict Wong. Now the film itself is about like an agent, I guess you could say an agent hitman. He's a hitman who's actually on his last hit, and he actually commits this last hit, and it's an awesome way he did it. He actually has to assassinate this guy on this train while the train goes through I think a tunnel, and he's that good where he can shoot the bullet at just the right amount of time where it'll go in there and hit his target. And he does do this, this is supposed to, I think it's supposed to be like his last target. And this character is played by Will Smith, and his name is known as Henry Brogan. And he's actually agent now, and he's actually the hitman that actually makes this hit, and this is supposed to be like one of his last hits. So he's actually planning on retiring, being that he's aging and so on. But it turns out one of the guy that he actually just assassinated on the train is actually part of this organization, I think, which is known as Gemini. And then something happens, and this when it gets into a conflict where it turns out that a younger version of Will Smith's character known as Henry Brogan turns out, it shows up and wants to actually take him out, Now I'm going to touch on one of the things I thought was kind of interesting about this film. I actually saw this in the I think what they call it, the HFR, the high frame rate screen. I actually saw that in that particular theater, and also in 3D. And I was noticing how the visually stunning the film did look, It was like the film itself looked like it was like a live action film. It was like that crisp and clear, It was actually like a live action film being filmed, Then like it's during the movie, the way I was actually in the screen that I watched it. I think this is known as HFR, if I'm not mistaken, like high frame rate. But the film itself, it doesn't really focus on, this is a spoiler alert, it doesn't really focus on the character of Junior, who's Will Smith's younger clone. And at times it doesn't really focus on him. You wouldn't even know that the film was actually about him, until you actually kept watching it, It really does just focus on the character that Will Smith is actually playing in present day, his actual main stuff, this aging, Henry is really just focused on him being on the run from all these various assassins and other people who are trying to take him out as well as his younger clone. Plus, he's also this hit woman known as Danny, and she's played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She actually teams up with him, and they actually, they both become targets for death. Then they have another ally in Baron, who's a colleague of Henry and Danny. He's played by Benedict Wong, because he actually takes them on these different places. I think he flies them around and so on. But he's also there with them too. And the three of them are constantly on the run from assassins and so on. Even Junior, And Junior is I say is a younger version of Will Smith's character Henry, But like I say, the film itself, at times it really feels like that it wasn't really about this clone, If you're not careful, it wasn't really about it. But it turns out that it was about that, I feel like they had that kind of on the back burner, But the film does have some well filmed action scenes. Some of the action scenes in the film were awesome and so on, So I did think that was pretty good, visually, I thought it was stunning, some of the visuals. And like I said, I did see this in the I think it's a high frame rate. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, I saw it in HFR, which is a high frame rate, because they were saying that's how you should watch this film, And plus, the actual, because they're using a new kind of technology with Will Smith, his character, where they actually make him look younger. They actually take him, actually de-age him. Because I know they are doing this in other films too. I think The Irishman, if I'm not mistaken, with Al Pacino and I think Robert De Niro, I think, if I'm not mistaken, with Joe Pesci. In that film, they're doing that same technology too, where they are actually de-aging him. I think even Terminator is going to have that. The upcoming Terminator Dark Fate, this new technology where they actually can de-age an actor and make them like their younger self, But some of the fight scenes and all that were kind of awesome and so on. But like I said, it just still feels like it wasn't really about this. In whole, the film doesn't really seem like it was about a younger clone trying to take out this aging guy, this aging guy hitman had a younger clone after him. It doesn't really seem like it was really focused on that, Now you also have Clive Owen, and he's actually, I guess you could say, the antagonist of the film. He's actually the one that sends out Junior. Is actually the one that he's actually the director of the Gemini program. He's actually the director of that particular program. But overall, I thought his performance was pretty good. You couldn't really tell if he's really a villain or really good. At the same time, it's kind of I'm not gonna get into that because he does seem like he had a soft spot. But I'm not gonna really get into all that. But overall, I thought the film it was pretty good. It had some probably like some pacing issues and some moments where it kind of dragged, but like some of the action scenes, like I said, were awesome. And like I said, the visually, especially then that I saw like in high frame rate, it did look pretty cool. I saw what it was actually talking about, like the visuals, Like I said, it does like the film like it was like live action. Like the way I saw it, you would think this was actually shot in live action, like you're watching like a live action movie, not like a standard film, the way it looked like I actually filmed it myself, So I thought that was kind of awesome, But I thought Ann Lee did a good job on the direction of this film. And you could tell they're actually leaving it open for like a sequel or something like that. The way it's actually like left up, you can tell there's gonna be more of these, But there are some awesome fight sequences and action scenes throughout the film, especially like kind of towards the end, I thought that was kind of awesome, But then I'm giving a Gemini Man. I kind of want to give it like a C, but it was like still entertaining. Like some of the action scenes, like you have that usual like humor, like from Will Smith or something, which I thought was pretty cool, So I'm going to give it a B minus. Now I would definitely recommend it for like fans of these kind of like action type films, like sci-fi type films. So I definitely recommend it for that crew. So that's my review for Gemini Man. I'm giving this a B minus. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.